Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys smash the like button and also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest. Now, May 6th can't get here soon enough. HBO pay-per-view, Canelo Alvarez, I was born ready versus Fantastico Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I'm looking forward to the fight. Great fight. Now, I had to squeeze in some time to do this video. You guys seen the title. Now, the two brothers fought. Canelo's brother, Ramon Alvarez, and also Julio Cesar Chavez's brother, Omar. Now, they already fought in 2014, and Alvarez beat Omar Chavez on that card. He won a decision, and they just had a rematch. And just to give you guys the backstory, they were, as soon as Canelo versus Chavez Jr. got announced, they were talking about possibly putting this rematch on the undercard, but HBO, I don't think, really wanted this particular fight. They prefer other fights, and that's why they get Jojo Diaz Jr. versus Manuel Tino Avila. David Lemieux got added, Lucas Matisse. They were looking for probably bigger names, and the first fight wasn't all too compelling. It was a decision. It wasn't like it was a Joshua Klitschko Fight of the Year or anything like that. So I think they elected not to put it on the two brothers, and then in the main event, the other brothers, Canelo and Julio. So they did it a week before. They still planned it like that. Did it a week before, and Omar Chavez just knocked out Canelo's brother, Ramon Alvarez, in the second round, and it was a nice knockout. The link is in the description. It's HD. Watch it as soon as you can, because I don't know how long these are up, because this was on like Box Azteca and BN Sport and stuff like that. So I don't know. Sometimes copyright issues arise, but make sure you guys check it out. You guys see screenshots of the actual fight, and this, to me, this is obviously it's good for Omar Chavez, his career, and to avenge the loss and to kind of one up Ramon Alvarez, because neither guy has, I mean, they've lost before. Omar Chavez, I have to specify which one I'm talking about. Omar Chavez, he's 27, he has a record of 36-3-1. And then Ramon Alvarez has 24-6-2 as his record. So they both have losses before. But the reason this is interesting, aside from avenging and kind of wanting up Ramon, because you actually stopped him, versus when he beat you and went the decision, you stopped him in 2 rounds. This really makes the May 6th even more impactful, because it's kind of like a tally, if you will. Like, let's say Alvarez won again, then the Alvarez family, the family name, would be 2-0. But now they've split 1-1. Now, I'm a realist. I understand. To me, Canelo, I think he has like 6 brothers, and they all fight. He comes from a fight family, Guadalajara, Mexico, and Canelo's clearly the best. That's why his name is the biggest. He's clearly the best out of all of his brothers. His other brother, Rigoberto Alvarez, lost to Austin Trout, and then Canelo, at a young age, beat Austin Trout right before the Floyd Mayweather fight. So without a doubt, I think the brothers in the main event on May 6th are better. You know what I mean? Chavez Jr., Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is better than Omar, and vice versa. The same thing goes with Canelo, obviously. He's better than his brothers in terms of skill set and how far he's gotten. He's once beaten, versus his brothers have multiple losses, stuff like that. So I'm a realist in the sense of, I know that doesn't mean anything in terms of Julio and Canelo still have to fight on May 6th. And you know what I mean? Just because your brothers did well or split the first 2 fights it's not an indication. Be clear, I understand that. But to me, it still makes this fight more interesting, because if you know anything about brotherhood, like I have 1 brother and 1 sister, right? If you know anything about a kinship or a brotherhood, you know how good it feels to see one of your siblings do well, right? When my brother's a cop, right? So when he became, like, when he graduated the police academy and stuff, and I seen all the effort and sacrifice that it took to get where he wanted, because my brother was a person who used to get in street fights and all kinds of stuff like that and get in trouble and stuff. So to see him prevail, it's a good thing. It's a good thing for the family name, and it's a good thing for him. So you're happy. So a week before, seeing Omar Chavez blast out Raymond Alvarez and extract revenge, it makes it more interesting because that kind of gives the Chavez Jr. family, or the Chavez family, I'm sorry, it gives them momentum, if you will, because now Omar, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. was there, and Omar, he got one in on the Alvarez family, as opposed to if he would have lost this fight again. And it was a good knockout. I don't know what Ramon was doing, but he was getting hit too much. He was getting too hit, like, clean. I don't know if he was tired or what, but he was getting hit with some clean ass shots. And he got hit with a hook, and then he kind of fell back and spilled into the ropes. Kind of like Joshua versus Klitschko, when Joshua in the 5th round, after he had created the knockdown, and he just kind of like, he seemed like gassed, and he was just getting hit with too many headshots. Pause. And then Ramon, he goes back into the ropes, falls into the ropes, and then Chavez just destroys him with like 2 more hooks for good measure. And then the ref jumps in, the referee Ricardo Monjarez, he jumps in, he's like, nah, and he waved it off. So TKO in the second. Again, link in the description. And to me, I like the backstory. Again, if Alvarez would have beat him again, then it wouldn't have been nothing. But this one, it kind of evens the score, and it kind of gives the Chavez family a little bit of momentum as far as I could see. Now, obviously, Canelo and Julio, they're the ones that have to fight. Canelo, most people would agree, he is the more skilled fighter. But I like this. I like boxing. I like underdog stories. I like boxing, and I like how boxing is just, it's drama you can't really pin. You can't really script this. Again, I think if Ramon just went in there and won another decision over Omar, then, I mean, it would be whatever. And then it would be all up to Julio to save the family name. But now they got a little bit of momentum because they forced a stoppage. So I don't know. I just feel that should incite Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Like, yes, we just got one, and now it's my turn. So if anything, that should be motivation. And this, I'm telling you guys, man, this has the makings to be a war, and put me in the same mindset. And I don't want to disrespect the classic, one of my favorites, Eric Morales versus Marco Antonio Barrera, but it puts me in kind of in the mindset, because you look at what's riding on it, like a whole guy from Tijuana, a guy from Mexico City, and that's the same thing with this, not from the same location, but they're both from varying parts of Mexico. Chavez Jr., he's from Culiacan, Sinaloa, and Chavez is from Jalisco, Guadalajara. So it's like kind of a territorial for bragging rights. And I'm telling you, if Chavez Jr., he looks to be in shape, if he made the weight and he can rehydrate properly, I really think Canelo has his hands full. I really do. Because I keep using this example, and it's just one of the fresh ones that come to mind. Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz. And it puts me in the same mindset, because even though that's MMA, UFC versus boxing, it's a similar situation where Conor McGregor, when he fought smaller guys, he knocked out Jose Aldo in 13 seconds. The featherweights clearly couldn't take his best shots when he landed cleanly. Chad Mendez, things like that. So when he elected to fight Nate Diaz, a tough, game, durable guy with heart, and he fought him at 170, just jumping up radically, Conor McGregor landed shots that would have iced featherweights, because he was just too big. He was a massive featherweight, right? So guys at 145, they probably wouldn't be able to take those shots. But since he was in there with someone who's so durable and still kept trucking, like a Nate Diaz at 170, is different. Bigger frame, can take a shot better, and keep applying pressure. And you've seen that in that second round of that Conor McGregor-Nate Diaz fight. He seemed a bit winded and gassed out. It's discouraging. You're landing your best shots on somebody, and shots that would normally get a Liam Smith or Amir Khan, it would get him out of there. And I'm telling you, if Chavez Jr. rehydrates properly and even is in the same type of shape as when he fought Maravilla, Sergio Martinez, I think it's going to be a really good fight. I really don't know who I'm picking in this fight. Canelo bulking up, maybe he's stronger now because he has less of a weight cut. But I really see Canelo having his hands full if the weight goes as planned with Chavez Jr. Hence why I made the 7 reasons Chavez Jr. is not easy work for Canelo video. But I like this backstory. This is like kind of like some movie stuff where Omar Chavez, he got some revenge, he got some get back in Mexico just a week before the May 6th fight between the more successful brothers. And that's no shade, that's just kind of a fact. And that's Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. challenging Canelo. So I'm looking forward to this. This fight got more interesting, and we'll see if another Chavez Jr. can pull the trigger and get it done, or we'll see if it's the Canelo show. But either way, I can't miss it. And after Joshua Klitschko fight, then I think Canelo Chavez Jr. has a lot to live up to. But I think stylistically, it could be another great fight, which is going to be phenomenal in boxing to have two great fights back to back. Again, link in the description in case you want to watch the two brothers go at it, Omar Chavez and also Ramon Alvarez. Let me know what you guys thought of their fight, and what do you think of the fight next week. Should be a good week of boxing. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.